Hey, Stan.
Yay, Mimi.
Hey, are you gonna have time for me today since
Right
tomorrow is
afterwards,
your
I'm gonna have time for everybody afterwards.
All right.
I got everybody. All right, guys, I am recording and I want to thank all of you guys for jumping on. I'm gonna mute everybody out right now. And we're just simply going to share with you guys why I'm excited. First of all, I want to thank everybody for participating in the TFU movement. Guys, we've been on a little journey here for a while. Many of you guys started with me when I first started my journey with trading. And again, my journey is still continuing with trading. No way have I arrived. I'm still a student. But we have gotten creative in things that we're doing within our team to really give us some type of edge to have better success in our trading experience. One of the things that we came up with within this team here was something called the thumbs up method. And basically, we were trying to make trading simple. We know that trading has a lot of moving parts. And a prime example was I had over the Thanksgiving weekend had an opportunity to show my family what it is that I'm doing. And I originally just showed them the traditional charts with all of the marking ups and all of the other things, trend lines and Fibonacci's and all that kind of stuff and Ichimoku lines. And to them, it looked like a bunch of garbage. They was like, what is all this mess? And that pretty much is how people feel about trading because they see nothing but candles, bars, colors, lines, designs, wiggles, and jiggles on a screen. And we talking about, you don't understand this? And they like, no, I don't understand this. And that's how many of us feel even now. We look at this market and we like, this market is crazy. So we tried to come up with a way to simplify our trading experience. And we came up with the thumbs up, thumbs down system. Trading made simple. All we're looking to do is follow the signals. Thumb is up with a couple of other confirmations, we take the buy. Thumbs down with a couple of confirmations, we take the sell. Then we took it to the next level and we start coming up with the something's about to happen, where there's an arrow, our cross arrows that gives us a heads up that something's about to happen. So we combine that with our original thumbs up, thumbs down, and we have come up with another way to enter the trade. Then we had the exhausted semaphore. You know, people are like, well, what is that? It just shows it's a indicator that gives you a heads up that the market is potentially exhausting in the bullish area, and it wants to come down to the bearish area, or vice versa. It's exhausting down in the bearish area and is wanting to go into the bullish area. We don't take those trades on those particular indicators, but we use them combined with all the other things that we have to make the best, most high probability trade that we can possibly get into. So there you have what we call the TFU thumbs up system, the single play, double play, and the triple play. If you are on the team and you don't know how to trade those individually, please go to the training room. I think I'm gonna try to show my screen here real quick. Let's share my screen here. But before I do that, let's go here. Are you guys, do y'all see my screen?
Yes.
What do y'all see?
The first part of the page with the bull in the bear.
So you see the first page of the website?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what I want everybody to see. So for all you guys that are on the team and you don't know or understand how to utilize the trading system, this is a great place to go. This is our tfutrain.com site. You go here and you simply go up to getting started. we talk about how to use the thumbs up system, how to use the setups for the assistant. We will be updating that because there's some little changes we're going to be making. The how to trade the TFU double play in our trading system. And what we're going to be talking about today is really how to trade the triple play with this new campaign that we're going to be launching here the first part of the week come Monday. And then, of course, here's how you can do some back testing on some of the trades that you have. Also, if you guys want to download the level up chart, you will find it here. You simply go there. There's a video talking about it. And then here you can download the level up chart. But again, you need to come to the training room to get access to all of that and any extra training that you're looking for, you know, of just particular Forex training, you will find in here. I wanted to start with this first so you guys can get an idea of when we start this strategy that we're going to be doing for the next 40 trading days, that you now know where you can come to get your education on how to take these trades. You don't have to text me or email me and say, Stan, how do I do these trades manually? I don't know. I'm going to refer you back to the training room. You go to where it says the double play, but I really want you to focus on the triple play because that's what we're going to be focusing on. But we're going to be doing some double plays as well because I'm going to show you a couple things that I was testing here in the last couple of days that will actually go well with the campaign that we're going to be doing. So it is going to be a combination of these two strategies. We're going to do it in a lower time frame, and I'm going to explain to you how we're going to do that. So let me open up here. Guys, if you have any questions, just kind of hold them for a moment, and we will I will, you know, open it up for questions. And we'll go from there. All right, so with that being said, let me go ahead and transition here to this quick little PowerPoint that I want to show you guys. Hold on one second. All right, so guys, this is basically I call it the TFU. We're going to be our trading session of what we're going to be doing with this, you know, this campaign of this Project 40. 40 trading days. We're looking to do what? We're looking to grow an account. So, you know, whenever I talk about money, I have to give my disclaimer. And here it is, guys. You know, you could definitely have, it's a substantial risk. You know, it's not, you know, suited for every investor. My version of this is I am not a financial advisor. I do not give out financial advice. Your past results do not guarantee future results. What I'm giving you guys are trading ideas for illustration purposes only. I am not insinuating any way that guarantee that you're going to make whatever amount of money that I'm going to be talking about here within this system. I'm just sharing with you what is potential and what can happen through following some simple strategies. So now that I got my disclaimer out of the way, the next thing I want to really help us with is what we are all going to experience, okay? No one is exempt from what I'm about to show you. We're all going to go through it. Some of you are already in it right now, and you're not going to make it to the other side of this jungle we call trading unless you go through this. What am I talking about? I am talking about the life of a trader. This here is what we're all going to experience. Some of us are going to experience it sooner. Some of us are already there. And trust me, if you're going to be trading for a while, you will get there. Because right now, we're all right here. Everybody. We've got over almost 40-some people, close to 40 people on a Saturday night ready to learn about what am I talking about. Why? Because we are all excited. And then come Monday, somebody, somewhere, we're going to make some mistakes and some trades are not going to go our way, and we're going to start feeling like this. This is too hard. I don't know if I can get up early in the morning and trade. What happened to the assistant? Can the assistant take the trades from me? How come the assistant is not triggering the trades like they supposed to? How come the assistant is losing? How come the strategies you set? We're going to start feeling like, man, this is too hard. Then all of a sudden the trades are going to start going your way and you're going to be like, oh, okay, I got it. I think this is going to work. I think we're going to be able to complete it. And then you start losing some trades. Then you start getting this space right here. Maybe I messed up again. Then you're tweeting me, you're texting me. How come you're not answering me? Answer my text. We're trying to make this money. Why nobody here? You're going to start feeling this. And then all of a sudden, you're going to get that one day, you get that big trade going on. And now everybody in the room going, oh, we're going to be rich. We high-fiving each other. We doing all kind of texts all through the Telegram. And then all of a sudden, the market hit us, put us on their lap, and it spank us. Then I just tell you not to stay in this market. We up about 100 pips, and all of a sudden, we down here talking about something. I'm not sure anymore. What happened to all the pips? But then some of you gonna quit. I'm just go ahead and tell you, some of you gonna quit. You're not even gonna go through the whole process. You're gonna quit. And then some of us gonna start feeling like this. Man, you know what? Are we really there? Am I really there? Are we really gonna make this happen? And right before you're able to celebrate, you're going to get hit again with another bad trading experience that we just don't know will happen. And then some of you going to be like, man, I'm done with trading. But then some of you going to look up and you're going to check that account again. You're going to be like, wait a minute, wait. I am there. We have made it. I am getting better with my trading experience. I am going to get more consistent. So I'm just letting you know up front, guys. We're all going to go through this in some form or fashion. The question is, will you make it to the other side of the jungle with your experience with trading with this? So with that being said, let's talk about this campaign. Our goal is to turn pennies into dollars. This is Project 40. 40 trading days starting Monday, or from whatever day you start, okay? Let me say it again. There is no such thing as I'm behind. You're only behind because you didn't start. So from the day that you start, that's when your Project 40 starts. So 40 trading days from the day that you start, we're looking to grow as small of an account as of $100 and grow it up to as much as 10K or more, or somewhere in there. I didn't say turn $100 into 10K. I said we're gonna grow $100 up to, meaning some of us may make 1,000, some may make 3, some may make 5, some may make 10, some may make more. Some may say, man, I can start with more than $100. I'm just giving you a starting point. Start with at least 100. We're looking for the next 40 trading days. We're going to use this strategy that I'm going to break down to you guys, and you can use any additional strategies that will help you reach the goal that we're trying to do. This is not about just do it this way. I'm just going to give you a target focus on how you can manually do this. So let me also say this. By no stretch of what I'm about to say am I encouraging you to use the assistant with this strategy. And let me just tell you, I am not. I am not using the assistant with this particular strategy. Why? Because I want 100% control of this campaign that I'm about to do. Can the assistant help? Sure. But again, some of the factors of how I'm going to show you, the system may not be as you know how you had that gut feeling or that intuition. A computer and assistant doesn't have it. She have, you told me this, so I'm gonna do this. You told me that, so I'm gonna do that. She doesn't have that gut feeling, man, maybe I need to go ahead and pull out this trade right now and take what I have. Now we're working on some things, doing some testing, but right now, try to do this campaign based on manual efforts only, okay? So what is the challenge? The goal is 10K challenge to teach people how to grow $100 up to 10K in the next 40 trading days, while at the same time learning some basic trading principles and some things. Guys, we're going to use our incredible thumbs up system along with some strategies that we've added, some indicators that we've given everyone to make this happen. So let's talk about the first 30 days. And 30 days simply means 30 days is calendar days, but in trading days is only 22 trading days in a 30-day calendar, okay? 22 trading days in a 30-day calendar. So here's what we used to use. How many of you guys remember this? This is that great old compounding calculator that sweeping the internet world and everyone wants to get their hands on it, and we're out there putting in 10, we want to grow our account by 10% daily, and man, let me just tell you something. This thing doesn't work. I was the compound daily board guy. I haven't done it yet. Why? Because it doesn't take very many trades to look up, go in the opposite direction of what you want to do, to take all your hard work that you are earning to get to that point, and 3, 4, 5 trades go in the opposite direction at these daily higher percentages to knock you out. So guess what? We're not going to use this chart. We're going to use what? The TFU level up chart. And I want you guys to look at this, because these numbers on the chart are going to, they are more in line. I have me I'm gonna call him a mathematician. This dude knows some numbers, and he sent me over some information, and I was able to tweak a little bit of the level up chart to get it more in line with an actual, if you generated 50 net pips in a day, based on leveling up, once you complete that 50 net pips, then this is generally, of course, this is for illustration purposes, generally will be an ideal of what type of income that you can potentially be earning within your first 22 trading days with trading this, okay? So what's cool about this, guys, if you will notice, hold on one second. As you will notice with this chart, this is a very key factor right here. This scenario is based on us trading a 5-minute window. I'm gonna do another scenario of us trading in the 15-minute window, and I'm gonna tell you why I am liking the 15-minute window a little bit more. But this is based on, this 15 pip stop loss is based on the 5-minute window. I'm gonna adjust these numbers to do more of the 15-minute window. But guys, look at that you're basically per trade only risking about 3.7% of your account per trade. I'm gonna say that again. With the other compounding chart, guys, we were risking so much, so fast, that we were getting knocked out of the game within a week. You can have $1,000, and if you're growing your account by 10%, you're already trading at a standard. And all it takes is 2 bad trades, and you're back at ground zero, or you're out the game reloading. But look, you can get all the way down here to level up 22, and at $1,200, and you're only trading at $1.50. Guys, if I hear that anyone blew out their account doing this campaign, I know what happened. Basically what you did was you had about 3 to 4 pairs up, and you traded them all at the same time, and they all went bad. And you had real high stop losses, and you start getting what is called margin call. Margin call is when you have multiple account trades going on at the same time, and none of them hit your stop loss. If you're in 5 trades at the same time and all of them pull back on you 10 pips, you're down collectively 50 pips. All right, even though each one of them only at 10 pips, because you're in too many trades. So it's going to be important that you guys do not over trade while you're doing this campaign. You're looking for 50 pips net for the day for this campaign. Now, once you hit your 50 pips and you still got that bug and that fever and you want to continue to trade, do it in another account. Don't do it out of the same account. Once you hit 50 pips, turn that account off. It's done for the day, because the story that we're going to be able to tell in the next 40 trading days are going to be powerful, because it's going to be said, because of the system, I turn a XYZ amount into this amount. See, now people are going to want to know a little bit more about what it is that you're doing. Not because you're broadcasting, it's because you're excited and you know how many people it can help. So, guys, here's what we're projecting for the first 22 trading days or first 30 calendar days of trading. If you hit your 50 pips, we're still per trade only risking 3.7%. Guys, this is powerful. I like this because this will keep you in the game, even when trades are not going your way. I'm not guaranteeing you anything with this campaign other than a strategy to help you make more money that is currently in your account right now. So we're going to go into the second 30 days. And as you guys can see, potentially, as you're going into the second half of your leveling up, you can see this chart here. Again, you guys will have full access to this chart to play with these numbers, because this is based on $100. So I know some people posted on, well, what if I start with $300? What if I start with $500? What if I start with $1,000? My answer to you is, what if you do? You know that's going to be 10 times more, 3 times more, 5 times more if you accomplish the same thing that everyone is doing at the $100 level. So if your account can handle it and you are financially able to do it, knock yourself out. I'm sure I'm going to do a little higher than $100, but hey, I'm doing this based on what a person should be able to afford to do, put in their account, take their time. You don't have to rush this, guys. If it's not in 40 days and it took you 50 days, are you mad? No, because what? You still accomplished your goal. So guys, I'm excited about what we're about to do here with this Project 40, 40 trading days, growing account as small as $100 and growing it into as much as 10K. So with that being said, let me go ahead and end this, and I want to now show you guys the actual charts. All right, here we are going to first talk about the actual, let me make sure I save this because I want to come back to this. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna call it a test. All right, let's talk about this. A lot of this is just, I'm gonna move a lot of these lines and then I'll bring them back and share with you guys what I'm talking about. All right, what is the strategy that we're going to do? Our primary focus, guys, is looking to trade in a smaller time frame. It could be either the 5-minute window or the 15-minute window. Don't do this in the 1-minute window. And we've already been trading this in a 30-minute window. It just takes a little bit longer. I think you can find a lot more trades and you don't have to be up as long to do this if you do it in a smaller time frame, okay? So I'm gonna give you the first example of this, doing it in the 5-minute window. What are the trades that we're looking for? We are looking for triple plays. In the 5-minute window, we are looking for taking the trades that give us the triple play setup. What does that look like? All right, we are staring at one right now. This trade right here. There are several ways that the triple play will form, and I want to share them with you guys. So this will be a video that you will want to play back to see what those different triple plays will look like. Here's the first one. First one, you will have your semaphore. Can someone just confirm that they can see this screen? Gotcha. All right, thank you, bro. All right, you have the semaphore, which is, you all know, is our exhausted candles letting us know, hey, the market is exhausted in the bullish area. At some point, it wants to come back down. So when you get this sunburst, we call it the semaphore. That's the first of the 3 things we're looking for in the triple play. The second will be the something's about to happen arrow. We know that that's a delaying arrow, so we never take the trade on those. We just want to identify that it's confirming, hey, it's trying to go into a bearish direction because we got the semaphore. Now you have the something's about to happen arrow. It will not appear until the candle close. Let me say it again. It's very important that you understand that you don't want to be quick draw McGraw in this trading strategy. Take your time, be patient, let the system form for you so you can take the best trade. So once you get the something's about to happen arrow, which is these down arrows or the up arrows, but in this case, you got the burgundy arrow pointing down or whatever color you made it, that's number 2. You still have not pulled the trigger. Even though you see this candle going down, do not pull the trigger. And I'm going to tell you why here in a minute. So the third thing you're looking for is your actual signal. Thumbs down for the sale. It needs to go with the money line, which is your line pointing down. Once you get that, you need to wait for this candle that is forming in to completely close. Now, we do know that the thumbs up and the thumbs down is not a lagging indicator. And there are several times you're going to feel that desire to jump in that trade while that candle is moving. And I'm going to say this as a kind mentor to you, that's your prerogative. If you win it, if you don't text me saying this system not working. Why did the thumbs up disappear? Because you did not let it finish. Let it finish, let it close. Now you have a complete triple play right here. So here's what you do now. When the next candle open, and this is why I want you to do it manually and not with the assistant. Because if you set this up for the assistant, it doesn't matter what that next candle does, that assistant is taking that trade. That next candle can open up and go back 15, 20 pips back up the opposite way, leaving a wick, basically hit you, stop you out, and then shoot back in the direction that is trying to go. But if you do it manually, what can you do? With your eyes on it, now it closed right here. Let me draw the line. You got the close of the candle right here. And now you wait for this next candle to open. You let it move some in the direction that you want to. I let it typically go about right here. If I get faked out, then hey, at least it was going in the direction and hey, the market got me. I'm gonna let it, I got my stop loss set. Of course, you always have to set your stop loss. And then we'll talk about what the take profit is. We're in the 5-minute window. So what I'm looking for in the 5-minute window is, first of all, what is my goal? Someone unmute themselves and tell us, what is our daily goal with this campaign?
50 pips.
50 pips. Now, 50 pips does not mean 50 pips in this one trade. It means 50 pips for the day. And when you're manually doing it, you now can break 50 pips down in a number of ways. So here's one way of doing it. We enter this trade. This trade pushes down. This one candle gives you what? 7 pips, 8 pips. All right? Some of you be like, well, man, I'm holding it until it hits my take profit. And then some of you be like, wait a minute, that's 8 pips off of the 50 that I need. Bam, I'm taking that profit. Remember, you're looking for 50 pips and you're trading in the 5-minute window. There's an 8-figure trader by the name of Clint Eastman. This guy makes it between $10,000 and $20,000 per day. And his pip numbers that he go for is between 5 and 8 pips per trade. But the difference of what he's doing now, because his money can handle it, is that he's hitting that trade about 5 or 6 times at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 or 6 pips. He just caught 30 pips, trading at $100 and $200 a pip, and he out of there. But think about that with this strategy, guys. We're looking for 50 pips for the day. Now, of course, this one continue. I'm not saying jump out the trade. I'm just saying know what your daily goal is and know that you don't have to get all the pips in one trade. That's all I'm saying. So this particular trade did what? before it went down, and it would have hit your take profit. Because I'm thinking your take profit should be anywhere from 10 to 12 pips. 12 if you want to cover your spread, 10. But I would look anywhere from 8 to 12. I'm looking to get in, take that trade, and look for another one. So this would have been a good triple play to get you the trades. Why do I like the 5-minute window? Because I don't have to wait all day for the 30-minute window to form that setup that I'm looking for, a double play or a triple play. So then you simply wait. You simply wait until you see another what? Triple play. So some of you guys be like, man, this is a long time right here. Well, maybe it is. But then this is where you can kind of have multiple pairs up at the same time looking for the triple play. But you got to remember, if your account cannot handle trading 2 and 3 trades at the same time, then you can look at multiple trades, but you don't have to take them all at the same time. Because one may be ending and another trade may be forming, giving you that same triple play. So let me give you another form of a triple play. This is a triple play where all 3 conditions are on the same candle. And you will typically get a big push when that happens. And this is where another reason why, if you were trading with the assistant, this would have actually been a losing trade. And let me share with you why, depending on what your stop loss was, okay? Because you would take this trade here, it pushes up. Of course, the temptation is to want to get in this trade while that candle is moving. If you do, if you don't, I'm saying let all candles close before you take them. It closes here, and now you enter, let's say, you wait for the trade to go in the direction that you're looking for. So let's just say this trade pushed up first, gave you a few green candles, and then it pulled back. So you enter this trade up into this area right here. All right, that's a triple play for you. Then what happens? She pulled back, she pulled back, she pulled back. I don't know if if you were in the 15, if you trade in the 5-minute window, your stop loss would have been right here at 15. So it wouldn't have hit it, but it'd have made you feel some kind of way. All right. The assistant would have took that trade as well, depending on what your stop loss was. You know, if you're 15, it would have came dangerously close, but it would have not triggered it yet because you have not hit your stop loss. Came back up. You're not. Here's another thing about the 5-minute window, guys, is that we're not trading. You know how we normally have the exit conditions will be when you have the opposite thumbs down in the money line form, you exit the trade. When you're trading the triple play, really what your exit condition is another triple play. Let me wind that back. Unlike when we're normally trading with the double play in a higher time frame, our exit condition normally is when the opposite thumbs down in the money line forms, we exit the trade. But when you're trading in this lower time frame, you're going to get a lot of the thumbs down going the opposite direction. Your exit, your true exit, is the triple play going the opposite way. So here's really what this trade should have been. You enter the trade here, right? And it went up to 9 pips, 10 pips. Some of you will take that profit. Hey, if I'm going for 50, it came back down. You were never in danger of hitting your stop loss, but you got this thumbs down. Some of you been like, oh, I'm supposed to get out. You're in a 5-minute window. You're going to see a lot of this. Now it went right back up again. You at 12 pips. Then it came back down again, 3 pips. Still haven't got any triple play telling you to get out of this trade. It went back up again. You up as much as 20, you should be out of this trade. Clearly out. But your triple play is right over here. See, this semaphore probably was over here, then it moved here, but it never formed a closing triple play to tell you to get out of the trade. Let me stop right there. Unlock if you have any questions on this, because this is a big major move for many of you to understand when you're trading this lower time frame. Any question on what I just said about that exit conditions?
Yeah. Stan, it's Ron.
Yeah, Ron.
Hey, does that apply to the 15-minute window? Because I feel like the moves are a little bigger in 15, but
no. It only applies in the 5-minute window because the 5-minute window gives you so many opposite thumbs down and money line. So it's only in that lower time frame. In the 15-minute window, you treat it just like you would the 30.
Got you. Okay.
All right.
So Stan, are you saying that we should go for the 8 to 12 pips, or we should go for triple play to triple play?
No.
Or what we're comfortable with?
No, Mimi. I am just telling you, if you had that desire to say, I want to ride it out, this is what you will be looking to ride.
All right.
Triple play to triple play in the 5-minute window only. Do not do this in the 15. 15 will crack your head. All right, because there's some big moves, and I'll show you. But in the 5-minute window, there can be some big moves, but it's going to give you some good exit potentials to get out. I have seen that. Yes, that is correct, Malik. That is why I'm telling you that when you've seen the semaphore, he said you've seen the semaphore move even after the triple play has formed. It's after the triple play has formed and closed. If this candle right here, this would have been right here is your exit. The bottom of this candle right here would have been you killing this trade from wherever you got in back over here. This is the end of this trade. At the close of this, now this has the ability, if this candle here would have moved up and went higher than this candle here, then this semaphore would have jumped and actually formed over here. And yes, that is what would have happened. But you should have been out of the trade at the close of this candle because this completed a new triple play. So you should have been looking to potentially getting into this for a sale if you were wanting to take that trade. So hopefully that helped you out. Now, the goal is to gain pips. Why should one wait for the next triple play? That is a good question. The reason why I'm telling you this is not everyone wants to jump in and jump out. I am just giving everyone all of the options that you can absolutely use when doing this strategy. You want to get the pips and you want to dip. This was definitely a good way to get you 8, 10, 15 pips and be gone. You're only looking for 50. But if you're that guy who wants to try to go long, and there have been some situations where that is a good thing. Here's what I'm talking about. This is the third triple play I want to show you guys, and that is the triple play that has blank candles in between it. All right. Sometimes it will have as much as 1, or it has as little as 1, or as much as 2. So you have the semaphore here. The next candle did not produce anything. No thumbs down, no something's about to happen. The next candle didn't do the same thing. These two candles did not form a higher than this previous one. So this semaphore is still holding right here. Then you had this next candle. It pulled up, tried to break this. It did not, came down, and it closed. When it closed, guess what? It formed the other two conditions that you were looking for to complete your triple play for the sale. Now, you enter the trade right here. You have an idea of the pips you're looking for. Many of you would have caught all the pips you wanted to catch in that first candle. Would have gave you 10 to 12 pips. Some of you would have caught it on the next candle, at least 20. You should have been out of the trade. But there are some of you who will be like, man, I like the concept of going what? Triple play to triple play. As you can see, this semaphore did not start here or end here. It probably started here, went here, then jumped down to here, and then ended here. But it never completed a triple play, closing the candle the opposite direction. If it did, you will have to kill that trade. Okay? But if someone rode it long, that was a good trade for you. I'm not selling you guys or encouraging you to go long. I'm looking for you to take 8, 10, 12 pips and get out of that trade. If it goes 50, so what? It is not what this trading strategy is about. If you do it, hey man, we're gonna applaud everyone who captures pips, but that's not what we want to teach, because you may hang one time too long and it may get you. That's all I'm trying to say. It may get you. And when it gets you, it may hurt a little bit. So try to just be disciplined, take the pips and dip. So that is the ideal of the triple play. I will pause here. Do anyone have any questions about the triple play in the 5-minute window only? Don't ask me a question that has anything to do with this. This is a triple play question. Does anybody have a question? Please unmute and ask.
Do you find that the triple play where it skips 1 or 2 candles as accurate as when it's right after the semaphore? Do you find them pretty similar?
I like personally, this is my best triple play when I can get the full play of entry in 2 candles, or at best you get the semaphore on 1 candle, something's about to happen on the 2nd candle, and then the thumbs down and the money line on the 3rd, then you take the 4th trade and catch your pips. That's my second best. When it gets like this, I get real suspect. Sometimes it's long, sometimes it's short, but when I take it, I'm not feeling as comfortable as I would if I had this back over here.
Right, not as confident if it's right after each other. Okay.
That is correct. Like right here, this is a good one here. Semaphore, and then you got the 2 conditions in 1 candle. Boom, you take this next candle, you should be able to get your 10 plus pips right there.
Mm-hmm.
I like those better than this situation here. Say, well, I wouldn't have took this anyway. Anytime you get a candle that goes and 1 candle goes more than 20 pips, guys, do not take that next candle unless that was some news. And if there's some news, you probably shouldn't have been in it anyway. Any other questions? I'm gonna move forward. All right, guys, that is the 5-minute window triple play, guys. I had a tremendous 3-4 days just chopping up the market with what I just showed you guys. Eyes, hands, in the trade, set the stop loss, set the take profit. I did not take 1 trade before the candle closed. I waited for the candle to close. All 3 conditions, candles had to close before I enter it. I took the next trade, and on Wednesday, I went 6 of 7 for like 68 pips. On Thursday, even on Thanksgiving, I went again another 6 of 7 for like 58 pips. And then on Friday, I went 10 of 12 with this strategy. I'm telling you guys, for like almost, I don't know how much, it was 70, 80, 90, it was some good pips. So every day for the last 3 days, I got those 50 pips. That's why I got excited about sharing this with you guys, and why I think it's better to do this manually. Some of you may say, well, man, when can I do that? I work. Guys, before I ever had the assistant, you were already paying a subscription because you thought that the manual way was the best thing you've ever seen. And God bless America, man, I get to take some simple trades and I know what I'm doing. Well, get back to that, because that's what's going to make you the most money, all right? You got to find time to make money. I'll say that again. Find time to make money. Yes, I will teach everyone how to trade manually. You can go to the training room and do it. We're going to be trading a lot of this live. So again, you'll be able to take these trades confidently. So we're not going to leave you behind, but I want you to learn this skill because you need to be in control of your money. Do not put all your financial future in the hands of an assistant. That's why it's called an assistant. It's assisting you. It is not leading you. It is not designed to do all of the work. So I want to just keep on drilling that in to you guys, because we're going to be set free from the strategy and you choosing it. Now, the best time to do this is you have to find the pairs that move in the time that you want to trade. I'm doing some more testing, and I'll hopefully by Monday give you guys my recommendation of trades for different time frames, whether you're trading the Asian session, whether you're trading the London, or whether you're trading the New York session. All right, hold on a second. I got a quick question. When is the best time? When is the best trade? 5-minute window. Okay. Hold on for a second. Can we trade during the? Yes, you can trade during the Asian session. Again, we're going to break down some of the trades that I was doing during the Asian session. that gave me some good movement, and I will share those with you guys in the Telegram room. Hey Stan, do we take triple plays off of the semaphore level 2? Yes, I take them off the level 2s and the level 3s. I like the level 3s because I've been getting bigger moves, but I will take the level 2s. Just remember, when you take level 2s, they're not always created equal. Let me say it again. When you take these level 2 semaphores, the ones that does not have the sunburst, they do not always give you the same big move. This one did, but on the most part, I try to go those 6, 8 pips. If they give me 10, I'm gone. Because they're not the same big moves like it would with the triple plays, with the level 3s. How long did it take me to get those 58 pips? It could have took me, I'm trying to remember. I think I was talking to one of the guys. I think it was like an hour and a half, no more than 2 hours. So here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna talk about that for a minute too, guys, because we have treat this like a part-time job. Everybody has a full-time job now. We all working 8 hours a day, and we get off our full-time job, and we either gonna go get a part-time job, or we gonna figure out how to finish taking care of our kids, whatever our responsibilities is. Look at the time, because you know the market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, and we saying, you know what? You married, hey honey, I need to go to my part-time job for the next 3 hours. Give yourself at least 2 to 3 hours to come into this 5-minute market and see if you can grab you a quick, 15, 20 pips. Now, if your time does not permit, 40 trading days might need to be extended a little bit longer. But the whole goal, guys, is to make money. Short time alone, make this money.
Wow.
Yes. What'd you say?
I said, wow.
That's right. Let's get this money. Some people have more time. Hey, that's the whole goal, to give everyone time freedom so they can do this as much as they want to. All right. With that being said, guys, I'm going to move on, because I was testing out the 15-minute window, and whoa, I'm just going to say, wow. The 15-minute window, guys, gave you bigger moves, but it may take a little bit longer to get those moves. Okay, so here is a classic triple play in the 15-minute window. Semaphore, something's about to happen. The thumbs down, you wait for the candle to close. Do not take it on the move of the candle. Here's what I'm gonna tell y'all, don't do that. A couple of times I lost my trades because I jumped the gun. I said, hey, the thumbs down is not a lagger. We already got 2 out of the 3 conditions already holding. Shoot, this third one gonna hold. It just have to hold. It came down, I entered the trade, and before the 5 minutes was up, this candle drew back, thumbs down, disappeared, and it went back on me 12 pips. And I would have avoided losing 12 pips or stressing out if I would just simply waited, because that would have been a no trade for me. Once you have, I'm gonna say this here, once you have the thumbs down and it pulls against you before the candle closed, and it goes back the opposite direction, then you need to, if it's more than 4 candles from the semaphore, 1, 2, 3, 4. If it come down here on this 5th candle and then gives you the thumbs down, I would not take that trade. That trade for me is a no-go. Here's another thing that is a no-go. Let's say, for instance, you are in the trade. All the conditions gave it to you. Thumbs down, money line, something's about to happen, the money line. You enter this trade. Next candle you jump into pushes down a little bit, and then it pushes back the other way. Now, this is the 15-minute windows, and the 15-minute window will move. But let's just say this happened to you in a 5-minute window, and this happened to me twice. And I think this is what Malik was, I think it's his name, was talking about. When I enter the trade, let me go to the 5-minute window so you guys won't see the most scary numbers. When I enter the 5-minute window, let's just say this was triple play. 1, thumbs down, money line, something's about to happen. I enter this trade right here. what happened was the market pushed back and it went higher than my semaphore. Then my semaphore went from here and it jumped to this candle that I was in that pulled back on me. Whenever that happens, that trade is over with because it's no longer a triple play because your triple play just got compromised with a higher high candle. Kill the trade, take the loss, look for another one. If not, you're possibly finna get stopped out because it's no longer a triple play. If your semaphore jumps in front of your complete setup when you enter, it's no longer a triple play. Does that make sense? All right, hope everybody understand that. It will happen. It's not, can it happen? It happened to me a couple of times.
Can you repeat that, please?
All right, in this scenario, this is a triple play right here. Semaphore, something's about to happen. Thumbs down, money line, all happened. This is a pretty good triple play. If for some reason the candle that you entered in would have pushed up and it went and formed a higher high and your sunburst went from this location and it will jump here. The reason why it will jump is because there was a candle that went higher than the close of this candle and it formed a higher high. Now your sunburst is not here, it's right here. So now this is no longer a triple play. You have to get out of that trade. Game over for this trade. All right, so that is what I'm talking about. Hold on for 1 second. Someone is giving me some FYI. Hold on. I'm getting all this FYI. FYI, you didn't finish explaining all the rules. Yes, I'm gonna come back to that. I'm coming back to the 15, but I just want to show you guys this for the 5-minute window because I see this more in the 5-minute window than I do the 15. So if you see the semaphore, jump your triple play, kill the trade. I think that's answering your question right there. All right, cool. Now let's go back to the 15-minute window. All right, here are the rules for the 15-minute window. Guys, this is some juicy moving candles, all right? I set my stop loss at 25 to 30 pips in the 15-minute window, all right? 25 to 30. If you do 20, 15 is definitely too short. I think 20 is pushing it. I would do about 25 to 30 on your stop loss. But you got to really make sure you're taking really good triple play trades, okay? And here's what I'm talking about. It may take a little bit longer for it to develop, but the reward will be a lot quicker. So some of you guys who don't have a lot of time can take 1 or 2 good trades in the 15-minute window and capture half of the trades or the pips that you're looking for. The 5-minute window works. You can get them in quick for those who like the super scalp. 15-minute window is a happy medium. Here's a perfect example. You got your sunburst. Something's about to happen. Thumbs down. You wait, always wait for the candle to close. You enter the trade right here. Guys, there's no mystery. You already know you would have hit your pips right here. You enter this trade right here. You had very little to any drawdown, pull back on you, boom. If I'm going 25 pips, stop loss, I'm typically going about at least 20 to 25 pips take profit. I'm kind of looking for more of a 1-to-1 ratio because my stop loss is a little higher. I want to capture more of the pips, all right? So again, this is a situation where when I'm doing the triple plays, I'm not worried about this moving 50 because really your triple plays are more of reversal beginnings or where the market is trying to reverse to go the opposite, trend. So I'm not saying take these with the trend. I take all these triple plays against the trend because they are potential reversal patterns. And a lot of times what we were seeing, if you guys are with IML and you use the harmonic scanner and you start looking at you start putting the triple plays on your harmonic scanner, you'll see that's all these are. These are really harmonic patterns without the harmonic pattern. So somebody was like, man, we think we're finna do harmonic scanner. That's what these triple plays, a lot of these triple plays are harmonic beginners, the D's of the harmonics. And that's why they work a lot when you take them the right way, right? Here's another triple play. This is one that I kind of like what you're saying, Ronald. This is the extreme of this, the length that I would take for a triple play. Semaphore, blank candle, nothing on this candle. Everything happened on this fourth candle, which is the max that I would go out on a candle. It's 4 candles out, max I'm gonna go. If this one didn't form anything and it formed it here, I would not take this trade. But if it formed right here, I probably would have took it, but I would have been 25 would not have been my target. It would have been like 10 to 15. Now, of course, these candles will actually move a little bit better in the 15-minute window. You get nice movements because it's 3 times the 5-minute candles in one candle. So you can get some good movements in the 15-minute window. So guys, that's another form of a triple play. And the last one is when all conditions are right on top of each other in the same candle. With the candle moving very little, I like those because, hey, it didn't give me no big push. All of my conditions are on one candle. I'm taking this next candle. I'm setting it for the 1-to-1 ratio. If you do 25, do 25, 25, 30, 30. But again, always remember, guys, you don't have to let it go to the take profit. Get what you like, what you want, get your pips and get up out of there. All right, so that's another triple play. Does anybody have any questions on the 15-minute triple plays and the settings that I'm doing? If you're doing this one, make your take profit and stop loss 1-to-1 ratio, whatever it may be. Don't go lower. The lowest you want to go on your stop loss is 20 pips in the 15-minute window because those pullbacks, I'm going to show you right here. I just think I saw one that would have probably put some stress on you guys for a pullback. I thought I saw it. But anyway, one candle can almost go 20 pips on you. And that's why I like for it to wait. Don't just immediately jump in the candle after you get the triple play set up. Don't immediately jump in that candle. Let it may pull back on you first. Let it pull back. Then let it go in the direction that it's trying to go before you enter it. That's why I think the manual way is better. And when I did the assistant on the 15-minute window, it got whooped because it had no filtering on waiting for that pullback to finish before it jumped in. And I had it like at a 20-some pip. It was stressing that thing out. So that's why I'm telling you guys, do this strategy manually. Any questions on this? And I want to show you guys one more thing.
I got a quick question, Stan. Well, we want to just clarify. Did you say that the semaphore was typically the D candle on the harmonic pattern?
A lot of times, if you have IML, and I'm going to do a video, I'm going to do a training on it for all you guys who are in IML. You guys going to be like, what? Yeah, you're going to be like, yeah, I can't believe it.
Well, I'll be waiting for that training.
Yeah, I'll do one on that one. Any other questions?
Stan, I got a quick question. So, it sounds like the 15-minute window may be the way to go. And are we still shooting for the 8 to 12 or just where your comfort level is?
No, if you do 15 minutes, you need to do 1-to-1 ratio. 1-to-1.
20 pips.
Because if your take profit is stop loss 25, go for 25 on the take profit. But that doesn't mean you have to let it go all the way to the 25.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you catch 15, 12, hey, and it's stalling and it ain't moving, it's stalling, take that money, girl, and run.
Okay.
And look for another one. Any other questions? I want to move on. All right. Let me show you guys something that I was doing with the 15-minute window. And I'm going to say this Nah, I'm not gonna do it because it's confusing. Use these two strategies, guys, to help you with your campaign. You can either use the 5-minute window or you can use the 15-minute window. Here's kind of how I have mine going to be set up. All right, this is basically how I'm trading. All my top pairs are my 5-minute window. All of my bottom pairs are the same pairs in the 15-minute window. And I'm basically looking at how they're developing. Do not jump in all these trades at the same time. If you can't, your account can't handle this many looks, or your emotions can't handle this many looks, don't do it. When we trade live, I'm gonna really help you guys because we're gonna talk more than I share with you guys. I'll call out a pair I'm looking at. Hey guys, I'm looking at the GBP, AUD. But if y'all look at all my pairs on my screen, you're gonna be tempted to want to take all them trades because they just called your name and told you to jump in. Don't do it. So we will be trading live. We will be talking. Again, I don't give out any trades. I'll tell y'all what I'm looking at, what I'm thinking about taking, and you at your own discretion can take those trades. So you can never say, Stan, you told me to get in that trade. No, I'm just telling you what I'm looking at. I saw a triple play over here. You guys need to confirm it for yourself before you take any trades, so that, when you win, it's because you took the best trade for yourself. Any other questions? Well, guys, I'm extremely, yes.
I have a question. So I was looking kind of at the date. So it's going to go as far as you doing live trainings. Is it going to go from Monday until, say, January 23rd on the trading days? That's why I asked the question about holidays. How would you trade exactly New Year's, Christmas, and all this going up because it would run past those days?
Yeah, well, for the
So
holidays, I would just, y'all know the market and the world going to come to an end, or it's going to slow down. Just kind of like, treat Christmas and the New Year's almost kind of like, New Year's probably might be a little worse. Just take those days off. And here's the reason why. Guys, the spreads got outrageous on Thursday and Friday. They were terrible. You may have won the trades, but the spread ate up all your profit. So you may have caught it earlier in the day, like early London, but by the time you got in mid New York, man, them spreads was horrible because the market was so slow. So I will just say, take those few days off, pick them up, the following week. Now, I won't be trading every single day live with you guys. I'm going to be taking 2 to 3 days because, I like to trade a little bit on my own, stay a little focused, so we're going to be trading live a few days out of the week, but it won't be every single day. But I'll put out a little schedule of when we will do that. But for the most part, you should be able to do this confidently. Go back and look at the videos that I'm talking about, when to take a triple play, when to take a double play. Wait for the candles to close. Don't take any trades in the moving candle. That alone would help a lot of you avoid losing a lot of your trades. If you lose the trade doing it the right way. Don't lose the trade because you got anxious. Don't lose the trade because you were trying to be ahead of the trade. It's okay. You don't have to be in front of the line. Just get in line to get the pips that it's going to give you and take what it gives you. Just because your take profit is at what you said, it don't mean that they're going to go give it to you. Take what they give you because you're looking for a total of 50 pips. Now, I had one of my guys, David, are those numbers pretty accurate?
Which numbers you talking about again, Stan?
The numbers with the calculations that you did with the 50 pips and the risk that you're doing per trade, somewhere around 3.8% of your account per trade.
Yeah, if you're using 15 pip stop loss, then yeah, that's about what it comes out at. If you average all the risks per trade, that's it.
Yeah, this is my math guy. This dude, when he say some numbers, I'll be listening. So
funny man.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
This system will still work for 30 minutes window too?
Yes, it will work for 30 minutes or an hour, but you're just gonna, if you go in a higher time frame, you have to stretch out your stop losses if you're gonna do that. You're just gonna get very, 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 very few trades in those higher time frames on the triple play.
Okay.
It's just not as many there as it would be in the 5 and the 15-minute window. So you'll find yourself frustrated because you can't get in a good trade because it's taking forever. Let me just show you guys. I'll show you better than I can tell you. So let's go to the hour window of the exact same thing I'm talking about. So I don't want to use any of this craziness that happened. All right, so let's say this is the opening of the this particular day. Where's the semaphore at? Semaphore is all the way back over here, way back here. So you got a semaphore here, and the next semaphore is here. Now it probably would have been, it could have been somewhere, this semaphore could have been somewhere up in here, but you've almost went a whole day and no setup for you to trade in that hour window. And if you went into the 30-minute window, it's still, you'll see them, but it just takes, remember every candle is 30 minutes. So you could be sitting in front of this your computer for like 2 to 3 hours before you can get one trade. So that's why I dropped it down to the 5 and the 15-minute window. Less time in front of the computer to try to capture the pips that you're looking for. That make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Good job. Thank you.
Right. Any other questions? Well, yes? No? All right. Well, guys, I am excited. This has been tested. We're still constantly testing it. Now, as far as I'm gonna shift gears here, any more questions about this Project 40?
The chart. Where can we get the chart that you specifically showed tonight?
The chart is in the back office of the training room. You go to tfutrain.com and the password is in the Telegram room. If not, someone post it up in the Telegram room. If you are part of this team, you will see the password. If you are not, you can join us, get with the person who invites you. We can come on in this room and you can get all the goodies. But you go here, level up chart. It's the Excel spreadsheet right there. There's a video to explain it, and we'll break it down for you. Any other questions? We're right at about an hour and 15 minutes.
What are the settings
For
the thumbs up, thumbs down?
All right, if you are trading, my suggestion, these are all, because you're doing it manually, so there's no settings that you're gonna put on anything else but when you take the trade.
Okay.
That is, if you're trading the 5-minute window, I'm gonna set your stop loss for 15 pip stop loss in the 5-minute window. Your take profit is anywhere from 8 to 12 pips, somewhere in there. If it hits your 12, you know, boom. If it gets to 8, it's okay to take them pips. Don't hold a trade chasing 4 pips when you got 8 of them. Get them 8 pips and go look for another trade.
Yeah.
That would be my suggestion for the 5-minute window. If you're trading the 15-minute window because you saw it made bigger moves, then your whole trading experience is a 1-to-1 ratio. Do a minimum, in my opinion, of a 25 pip stop loss. So you can set your take profit for a 25. Doesn't mean you have to let it go to 25 or it has to go there. But if you get 15 pips, if you get 18, you get 20, take those pips. That is almost close to 50% of your goal. You need a couple of more trades like that and you're done. Your whole goal is to say, man, so what we want to hear for the next 40 trading days is if you caught your pips for the day, I got my 50 pips for the day. I got my 50 pips for the day. I got my 50. That's what I want to hear for the next 40 trading days in the Telegram room. That I was disciplined and I took whatever amount of trades, but you don't even have to break it down how many trades you had to take to get it, but I got my 50 pips. Guys, it's 24 hours in a day. You don't have to get them all in one session. If you get up a little bit and grab you a few in the morning and you say, hey, I'm going to come back in the afternoon and I'm going to get these trades and get my 50, then do it. Because some people, they drive and they got a lot of hours. Don't feel like you have to do it all in that time that you're doing it. That's the pressure that you're putting on yourself. Don't do that. You got time. Go with a smaller time frame. It's going to give you more opportunities. You guys will see a little bit more if you get on with us doing a little bit live. You guys see what I'm looking at and why I'm going to take certain trades, and I'm going to explain to you why I'm doing it. Again, we may not win all of our trades, but our whole goal is to end our day on a positive note. If you don't get your 50, it's not the end of the day. It may take you a couple of days to get it. It may take you longer than 40 trading days. Guys, remember, what we're setting is not the law. It's not the gospel. It's just our thoughts and our ideas of trying to make more money than what we put into this market. I believe what we have, if we're consistent, if we practice DPF, discipline, patience, and focus, that we can collectively, as a team, make whatever amount of money we want to make in this $5.3 trillion per day industry. We are not exempt from making this money. We just got to get disciplined. We got to get focused, and we got to be patient to let the market hand us what it wants to hand us. Any more questions? Yes, you can do this with crypto, but I wouldn't try to do this strategy, this campaign on crypto. Crypto is very unpredictable and it's unreliable and it is crazy. But you can try to trade it in the 5-minute window if you want to, but I would not use this campaign because the spreads are a lot higher than the typical Forex. So for those of you who want to know, can you do this campaign with crypto? You can do it anything you want. I wouldn't do it because the spreads and the volatility and the craziness of those particular pairs are a little out there.
Hey, Stan, I know this may be a little bit off the subject, but on the leverage, just say if I have an account that's like from 100 to maybe like 300, I said spread, but the leverage. Basically, should I do like 1 to 500, or how does that really work? I still don't quite understand that.
Well, that's a whole different training that we can do, and I'm learning a little bit more. I just know the higher the leverage, the more rope they give you to hang yourself. That's my street level version of it. I'm with Traders Way. Traders Way give me 1 in 1,000, meaning they'll let me literally blow 100% of my account out. If it's 1 in 100, they're only going to let you, protect. They say they're protecting you from you, but they're only going to let you trade a percentage of your account. I know FX Choice is like their max is 1 in 200. So it limits you on the amount of trades you can jump in because you don't have enough margin or you don't have enough leverage to trade that much. They're not allowing you to do so. So that could be good and bad, depends on what you're trying to do.
Okay.
All right. All right, guys, we are right at 1 hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and actually stop the recording, but I will, oops, not recording. But I will